Hello students, welcome back for your online class for English language. As in our last chapter, in our last lecture, we have studied all about direct and indirect speech. Hope all of you have remembered the concept of direct and indirect speech, the usage and the mandatory things which one must take care while changing the sentences from direct to indirect speech. So students, I told everyone last time that everyone must go through with their book, because on your book they have given you very nicely all the explanation about tense changes, how the tenses will change, as well as what will happen if universal truths are there, what will happen with the pronouns and possessive adjectives, or if you talk about the reporting verbs or statements. Everything they have explained very well, but still some of you had some problems while changing the pronouns. This I will explain you today, as well as I will let you know some more important things to take care. So all of you have already studied about your book. Now let's just quickly see one by one. There are some important terms which I have already written. When we talk about tenses is all you have already studied in your previous lectures also. So I believe everyone is aware about the tenses, that what is simple present, what is simple past, what is continuous, everything. What you have to take care while making direct to indirect, if there is a sentence, if there is a statement which is in simple present, then you must change the indirect one into the simple past. If it is present continuous, it should be past continuous. If it will be present perfect, it should be past perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. Simple past, past perfect. Future conditional and future perfect to the conditional perfect. This is what you have to take care. If this is clear to you, then there will be no problems while changing into tenses. Now let's see about the universal truths or facts. Remember everything, that whenever we talk about any universal facts or truths, there is no need to change. Can you change the tense, that sun rises in the east? Can you change into sun rose? Whenever you are going to use rose, or the past form or the verb second form for the rise word, it means you are changing the meaning, but it is a universal fact. And when it is universal fact, then how can you change the fact? I hope you have understood that why there is no change in universal facts or truths, or some kind of statements, quotation which is said by like some personalities, well-known, renowned persons, that are not going to be changed. Now the another important thing which you have to take care while changing your sentences, this you will find in your sentences. In your sentences also you might have seen this. If you can check point number 6 over there, there are some sentences. Whenever there is a special word given in your sentence, like will, now, here, this, these, today, tonight, last night, yesterday, tomorrow, last week, next week, last month, next month, I'll send you the PDF of this. You don't need to go for a screenshots or something. This is also going to change according to your speech. If it is in the direct speech now, then obviously your change, it should be then. If they are taking a word here, then when you will change into there. If it is this, that, these, those. Now let's talk about today, that day, tonight, that night, last night, previous night, yesterday, the previous day, tomorrow, it is about to come. It means the next or the following day. You can use anyone, the next day also, the following day also. Last week, already you have already last week, it means this day is already past. So the previous week, next week, now coming one, so the following week, last month, again last, it means already happened. So the previous month, next month. It is about to come. So a month after. So these are some points which one must take care while studying direct and indirect speech. If this is clear to you, then also you will not face any problem. Now if you will see in your book, they have given many examples. But if I will take the one example from here, you can see it is written here clearly. She said, comma, inverted commas, there was a storm last night. Everyone, please try to make it by yourself without seeing your book. When you will see what you are getting, she said. And when we are removing this, what will come? That. Wonderful. So she said that. It is clear to you. Now what they have said that there was a storm last night. So students always try to get the meaning of that sentence. What is your reporting verb and reporting speech is all about. Once you get the meaning, then it is very easy for you to change the meaning. Now but remember students, one thing here, this there is nothing to do with these words, because they are these words are not taken care here. It's nothing, it's in a sentence. This sentence is started with there, so this word is nothing to do with this. That is the reason we are writing the same word. She said that there was a storm. So was indicates you that this sentence is about past tense, and it seems to be a simple past tense. So what is the change? When we talk about past tense, then obviously we will change. But now what you have to take care, if you will see it clearly, they have written last night. And this is the only reason that they have not done any changes here, because you are going to make a change here. She said that there was a storm last night. Now we are talking about the last. So what we will use? Previous night. And whenever you use previous, you can use the before that also. It looks nice. So she said that there was a storm the previous night. And it is the only reason, due to this word, we have not changed the tense here. So don't get confused that why tense is not getting changed here, why we have not used past perfect over here. The only reason that they have given last night, and you have to change in your last night portion. Okay, I'll give you a sentence. Just everyone write it down and try to change it, right? Everyone please write. The girl said. If you wants to write, you can write. If you wants to just try with me, you can try also. So the girl said, I read in the morning. I repeat, the girl said, comma, inverted commas, I read in the morning. Now students, there is a girl, she said something that I read in the morning to someone, right? What is all about direct and indirect speech? When there is a one person, right? This one person directly say something to this person, it is a direct speech. But here, if you will see one person, another person, this one person. So both had some conversation, these two. And now, okay, so students, I believe that you have understood the concept. When two persons talk to each other directly conveying the message, it's a direct speech. When one person talks something to the another one and the message of first person conveyed to the third person with the help of second person, it becomes our indirect speech. So let's see, the girl said that. We are going to remove the commas, inverted commas with the help of that. The girl said that. Now this girl said. Now don't use you here. Just try to think by yourself. Whenever you change the sentence in your mind in Hindi, then you will absolutely get the meaning. You need not to read the, you might have heard about this sun formula. That how to change the pronouns according to subject, according to object and according to numbers. No need to read this. This statement is about a girl, right? लड़की ने कहा, I read in the morning. मैं सुबह पढ़ती हूँ. और अब हम इसे चेंज कर रहे हैं इनडायरेक्ट में. तो लड़की ने कहा, क्या कहा था? She said that. तो उसने किसके बारे में कहा? अपने बारे में कहा. So what could be the pronoun you will use for the girl? This it comes to she. The girl said that she. And what is the past form of read? It's read. Just the pronunciation changes, otherwise spelling remains same. So the girl said that she read in the morning. So hope it is clear to you students. No other doubts would be there. And let's take one more example if there is any doubts. Okay, the boy said, every one of you can please write, the boy said, comma, inverted commas. The teacher teaches me. Now look it very carefully. The boy said, the teacher teaches me. When you will see this sentence, it seems to be very easy, right? एक लड़के ने कहा उसकी टीचर उसको पढ़ाती है, लेकिन यही मैसेज मुझे कन्वे करना है किसी और को कि इस लड़के ने कहा कि उसकी टीचर उसको पढ़ाती है. So how will be the changes? The boy said that. Now the boy is a feminine or masculine? Masculine. So what you will use? He or she? Absolutely right. He. So are you going to use he here? No, we are talking about the teacher here first. So the boy said that the teacher. So you will use the same thing over here again. The teacher. The boy said that the teacher teaches. Simple present. Now you will change into simple past. So what could be the past form of teaches? It is taught. So the boy said that the teacher taught. Now me. What is going to change? Me to us or to me to you? Absolutely right. It is about the boy. It is he. And he is going to change into his or him according to the sentence. So the boy said that the teacher taught him. So hope students, this video is useful for you. Now you are able to understand the changes as well as the given information which is in your book is already more than enough for you to understand. But wherever you are having any doubts, we will discuss your doubts in your Google Meet class. So thank you so much students. Just open your books and be ready with your doubts.